How are you and welcome. In this video we are going to discuss about voice over IP phones. Our first step that we should follow is just to configure a voice VLAN. This VLAN is going to separate the data traffic from the voice traffic, and data traffic will be sent to computers and voice traffic will be sent to IP phones. Let's go ahead to our IP phones and we need to turn them on using these adapters. Let's turn them on. Let's go to the second one. We need to turn it on. And the last one. Okay, they are all now turned on. Now I have these VLANs. I have VLAN 10 for data, VLAN 20 for voice, VLAN 30 management, VLAN 40 reserve, and the last one, VLAN 50, is going to be our native VLAN. Let's go ahead onto our switch. We need to configure the VLANs. Go to command line. Let's go to our switch, say enable config t VLAN 10, name is data, and exit VLAN 20, name is voice, exit VLAN 30, name is management, exit VLAN 40, name is reserve, we exit. And our last VLAN that we're going to create is VLAN 50, VLAN 50, and name is native VLAN. Let's exit. Now let's go on to interface FA 0/1. We need to dedicate it for VLAN 50, which is our native VLAN. We say switch port mode trunk and switch port trunk native VLAN, which is VLAN 50. Enter and we exit, and we go to interface range FA 0/2. we need up to 5, and we say switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 10 for data, and switch port voice for VLAN 20, for VLAN 20. Okay, let's exit, and all the remaining ports we are going to set them to VLAN 40, and we are going to turn them off. Let's enter to interface gigabit 0/1 to 2. Say interface range here, interface range. Okay, say switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 40, and we shut them down. We exit. Say interface range FA 0/6 through to 24, and we say switch port mode access and switch port access VLAN 40, and we say shut down. We shut them down. Now that we've finished to configure our VLANs, let's see how we have set them up. Let's say show VLAN brief, Okay, here we are. We have this interface FA0/1 is on default because it's set for our native VLAN, which is VLAN 50, and these 4 ports, they are set for voice VLAN and data VLAN, which is VLAN 10 and VLAN 20, and the remaining ports, they are all shut down and they are set to VLAN 40. Now that we have finished to set our VLANs on our switch, we need to go to our router and we have to execute the IP DHCP excluded address. Let's go on to our router. Here we are. Command line. We enable config team IP DHCP excluded. IP DHCP excluded address is 192.168.10.1 through to 192.168.10.10. Okay, we enter. Do it again for our voice VLAN, which is 20.1, and here it's 20.10. Now that we have executed the IP DHCP excluded address command, now we have to create a DHCP pool for data and for voice. IP DHCP pool, and the name for this pool is data 10, and our network is 192.168.10.0. subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. the default router is 192.168.10.1. okay, I put in K here, 10.1. let's exit and we say IP DHCP pool, and the name is going to be voice for the second pool. Let's say network. The network is 192.168.20.0. subnet mask 255.255.255.0. enter, and the default router is 192.168.20.1. okay, all right. Now, because we are setting a DHCP pool for our VoIP, we need to execute the option 1/5 command. Option 1/5, and the IP address is 192.168.20.1. all right. Okay, now let's go to our sub interface. We need to assign the IP address for our sub interface. Say interface FA 0/0.10, and we say encapsulation .1q.10 for our VLAN, and the IP address is 192.168.10.1, and the IP address is, the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0, and we exit. and we enter again in our sub interface for the voice VLAN interface fa0/0.20, and we encapsulate .1q 20 for our VLAN, and the IP address is 192.168.20.1. Subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. Enter, and we exit, and we enter again for our native VLAN fa0/0.50. we encapsulate .1q 50, and it's our native VLAN. We enter, and then we exit. Now that we have finished these commands, we need to execute telephone service command, and we need to say maximum directory number. The maximum directory number DN is 3 because we are going to set 3 IP phones, and the maximum E phones is going to be 3 as well. The maximum E phones is 3, and we say IP source address is 192.168.20.1, and port, our port is going to be 2000. We exit, and we say ephone DN1. Okay, now we need to set the extension number that we use for calling our phones. Okay, say number, it's going to be 1010. Enter, and we do it again. We say 2, and then number for our extension number is 1020, and we do it for extension 3, and the number for extension 3 is 1030. Okay, now we say ephone 1, say ephone 1, and we type the type of the phone, and by default on our Cisco packet tracer the type of the IP phones are 7960, and we need to set our MAC address, and our MAC address is 00D0.58B4 58B4.4322. We enter, and we say button 1:1. Do for ephone 2, type 796, and MAC address, the MAC address is 0030.A31B.717E3, and we say button 1:2, and for extension 3 say ephone 3, and the type of the phone is 7960, and our MAC address is 0010.11E6.0 379C. Okay, and button the button is 1:3. Okay, now that we have finished to execute all these commands on this router, we need to check for the running configurations. So let's say show run config, and let's see our configurations. Here we have the DHCP for data and for voice, and the IP address are correct. Okay, so everything is correct here. Now we need to go to our router, to the main interface. Let's say config interface FA 0/0, and we say no shut. Okay, now our interface is now working. Let's exit. Let's go back, and on our PC we need to go on IP configuration tab. We need to set the DHCP. These PCs, they should obtain the IP addresses. Let's turn off and turn on again. Okay, it's obtaining an IP address. The IP address is 192.168.10.11. Let's do it on PC1. Okay, there is an IP address. Alright, the last one. Alright, they are obtaining an IP address. Let's go on our IP phones and see if they have got the extension numbers that we have set them. Alright, the first IP phone have got the extension is 1010, and the second one, the extension is 1020, and the last one, the extension is 1030. So let's try to quote 1010 from 1030. 1010. Okay, it's ringing. Okay, this one is ringing. Okay, let's pick it up. Let's try 1020 from 1010. Let's try to quote 1020. Is ringing. Okay, so this is how we configure voice over IP phones on a Cisco router. I hope this have been very helpful to you guys. Please, you need to like my videos and subscribe. Follow me for more videos, guys. Thank you.